Question 6. The graphs of y equals 6 minus x and y equals 1.5 x squared minus 2.5 x plus 3 intersect at 2, 4 and negative 1, 7, as shown in the following diagrams. In diagram 1, the region enclosed by the lines y equals 6 minus x, x equals negative 1, and x equals 2, and the x-axis has been shaded. All right, cool. And part A asks us to calculate the area of the shaded region. All right, so let's go through, underline, highlight important information. So the two graphs, we'll want to consider the points of intersection. Cool, I'm going to redo that one. And this bit down here, right? Let's take this. All right, cool. So there's two ways we could go about calculating the area of the shaded region here. We could find, so one method would be to find the definite integral of y equals 6 minus x between x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 1. That would be absolutely fine. And you can use your calculator to calculate that. So alternatively, what we could do is just identify the shape that is made by the shaded region, which is a trapezoid or trapezium. Either name is fine. They mean the same thing. Where we've got sort of on this longer side, we go from the x-axis, beg your pardon, when y is equal to 0, all the way to when y is equal to 7. So that means the length of this side is 7. The length of the other parallel side is, once again, we're going from x-axis, so y is equal to 0, up to y is equal to 4. So that has a length of 4. And then the height, or the other side, is 3. All right, so that's 3 there. Now, I understand why you might be confused why I'm calling that the height. Is essentially we could turn it over like that, and then that would be our trapezium, trapezoid, if we wanted to look at it like that. And so we'll leave that there, and let's go down. Let's show our working. So the formula for the area of a trapezoid is in your formula booklet, which is as follows. A, the area, is equal to a half multiplied by A plus B multiplied by the height. Okay, where A and B are the two parallel sides. Okay, so if we go up here, we can see the two parallel sides are this is the 7 and the side which has 7, a length of 7, and the side that has a length of 4. All right, so let's go down. Let's plug this into our formula. In fact, let's even say up here we'll go A is equal to 7. We've got B is equal to 4, and we've got H is equal to 3. Cool. And so we'll bung this all into the formula, 7 plus 4, and then multiplied by 3. And if we go, in fact, that's it properly. So we'll go 0.5 times by 7 plus 4, which is 11, times by 3 equals, and we get an answer of 16.5. All right. Now, I'd always recommend identical writing units squared on the end here if you're not given a specific unit. Just to show the marker that you realize that it's an area. All right. Okay, let's move on to part B. What have we got? In diagram 2, the region enclosed by the curve y equals 1.5 x squared minus 2.5 x plus 3, and the lines x equals negative 1 and x equals 2, and the x-axis has been shaded. Right, okay. Part B1, or I, write down an integral for the area of the shaded region in diagram 2. Okay, so that's the area between the x-axis and our curve 1.5x squared minus 2.5x plus 3. And then between these lines here, x equals negative 1 and x equals 2. Right, so the definite integral that we're going to have to write for this is the integral sign. So like that, okay, from x is equal to 2 to x is equal to negative 1. And then we'll put our function in our graph, which is 1.5x squared plus 2.5x plus 3. I believe that's meant to be minus 2.5x, right? Yeah. Beg your pardon. And that is, and then dx on the end, integrating with respect to x. And then, yeah, that would be our answer for part BI, part B1. And then moving on to part B2 or part BII. Let's go. And it says calculate the area of this region. Let's go through and we'll do our highlighting. Okay, write down an integral for the area of the shaded region. There we go. We'll do that. All right. And so the best way to do this for this AI SL exam would be to do this in your calculator. You can do it by hand, and I would recommend knowing how to do it by hand, just in case you have like a show that question in your exam, though this question doesn't require you to show any working or show how you find the answer. So I would recommend knowing how to do it in your calculator. So here I have this app here where I can pull up oh no, I need to get rid of all that. Pull up a definite integral, okay, from x is equal to 2 to x is equal to -1. Nice, and then our function is as follows, minus 2.5x plus 3. All right, cool. Just double check that you put everything in correctly, and then you push go. And then there we have an answer. Okay, 9.749985, which we would round to 3 significant figures, which would be 9.75. All right, so what I'm going to do is, in fact, we'll just get rid of this. We'll say area equals 9.75 units squared. All right, cool. So there is the answer to part B. All right, moving on to part C. Hence, determine the area enclosed between y is equal to 6 minus x and y is equal to 1.5x squared minus 2.5x plus 3. Okay, so let's say area enclosed between this guy and this guy. All right, so the way we can think about this is we're trying to find this area here, right? Okay, so the best way to calculate this is to take our area that we found in part A, which is all of this. Okay, and then we're going to subtract essentially what we just found, which is this area down here. All right, so that's, yeah, that would be the easiest way. And then we would be left with the area enclosed by the two graphs. So let's go do that. And so C, the area is, in fact, let's just say area is equal to trapezium. Let's I'll write that a bit nicer. Or we'll say trapezoid, right? Because that's how IB call it. That's what IB calls these shapes. So trapezoid area, subtract part BI area, we'll say part BII area. And in fact, how about we change trapezoid area to being just part A area? Cool, let's write that in part A area. Sweet, and then that would give us our answer. So let's bring this down. We'll go A is equal to 16.5. Subtract 9.75. And we will find that to be equal to 6.75. Units squared. All right, cool. And so that is the answer to part 6. Sorry, question 6.